Hello, it's Larry with the Divine Speaks website. Today we're going to talk about how you view yourself in the world. Let me ask you a question. What's the difference between the world is as I see it and I see the world as it is? Think about that for a minute because it's a very important difference. What I would stress to you is that for the vast majority of people, they are seeing not seeing the world as it is, but they are seeing the world as I see it. And when we say that, that means that you're seeing the world through the lens of your belief system. So you have colored glasses on because we've each had different childhood experiences, different things that have affected us. We each have our own belief system, and that's like a prism that the light that our thoughts and beliefs act as a prism through which we see the world. So we have very strong prejudices or beliefs or views of ourself, views of others, views of God, and we need to take a step back from that and realize that may not be what it is. That may not be what truth is. And I would say to you, that's not what truth is. We are seeing an appearance, and each one of us is seeing a different appearance. We're not seeing what it is. We're seeing what we think it is. We're seeing what we believe it to be, and that's not what it is. If you never knew what a chair was and somebody had said to you, take a look at this, you say you're from another world, would you, if you never seen anybody sit in the chair, if you didn't know what a chair was, would you know what it was? Would you know would you know what anything is for? So we have to take a step back and realize that we are coloring everything that we see and believe, and that's not how we want to live life. That's basically kind of a herd mentality. How we want to live life is we want to go to the top of the force. We don't want to have our nose pressed against the bark of a tree and think that life is this rough surface of lines. We want to see that, wow, this was only a very limited perspective. Let's rise to the top of the force and let's see that the larger perspective is that God is all, that God is one, that we are part of that unity, we are part of that oneness, and that we are here having an experience of growth, having an experience of God coming to know himself, herself in a more deeper way through us. And we are, as we experience things, God experiences things, and God is coming to a recognition of himself or herself as love, and we are coming back to that recognition. But in order to do that, we have to step away from our beliefs, and we have to step away from from seeing things in a very limited perspective, and that can be difficult to do because we're fearful. We can be fearful, and we can attach to those beliefs, and we think that if we drop some of those beliefs, that we may not be safe because we've learned certain things based on our experiences. If somebody was sexually abused as a child, then they're going to have a very confining belief system that tries to keep them safe. But what we have to do is we have to look at that, and we have to heal those experiences that are negatively impacting us so that we can come to a larger perspective and come back to recognition of who we are. So as you walk through the world on a daily basis, try and witness your colored lens that you're looking through. Say, do I always see this situation in this way? Am I always projecting blame onto this type of group or this type of person? Am I always judging this? How am I judging myself? How am I, how do I view my relationship with God? All these things need to be opened up and brought into the light and given to God so that He can heal those things. And then you can know His peace and joy and love when you're not limited by believing that this experience that you're living in, this reality, is all there is, because this is just a small part of reality, a small speck in our eternal journey of coming back to recognition of our unity with God, that we are not separate.